Okay, so there's just one thing that I just do not really like about people, and that is people that always tries to throw out that one drop rule, and people that try to get you to fall into society's norms to try to get you to stick with one specific thing. For example, like there's other black people that will um, disregard other black people, or they will talk down to other black people if they claim other ethnic roots that are within them. And the number one thing that burns me up is when certain people will like disregard that, and they'll just say, well, you're African, you're black. Okay, who cares? Who cares? Like, okay, like, what is your point? Like, tell me something I don't know already. Like, tell me something interesting. Tell me something interesting that will make me open my eyes up. Like, okay, he's black, he's of African roots, but that's not going to stop a person from claiming their other ethnic roots. Because guess what? There are black people that are mixed. There are mixed black people in this world. There are black people that are mixed with different ethnicities. Like, okay, like the majority of African Americans that live here in the United States, at least 85% of them are not even 100% black. They have a mixture of different ethnicities in them. I mean, come on, people. Like, do you not know your history? Like, okay, just because you come from Africa, that doesn't necessarily mean that that is the only thing that you have in you. Like, nobody's saying that you're not black. Nobody's saying that you're not African. You know, I mean, if white people can claim that they're Jewish and Irish and Scandinavian and German and all this other stuff, then why can't black people claim the same thing? Because there are also black French people, there are black Dominicans, there are even Puerto Ricans that have black roots in them. There are people like even from Cuba that are black. There are people that is even from other parts of the world that are black. There's black people that's even living on the continent of Europe right now. Like there are German black people, like there are black people that have Scandinavian in them and British in them. I mean, I don't really understand what the issue is. Like nobody's saying that you're not black, because the majority of our ancestors like started in Africa, but Africans were not only dropped in the United States, like they were dropped off in other areas. Even the African American race is a mixed race in my opinion, because like I said, even though I view myself as a black man and I look at myself as a black man, I'm still going to tell people, that I have other ethnic roots in me as well. Like I have German and French ancestors. I have a distant Native American ancestor. I have an ancestor that is British. I have an ancestor that is from Asia. Like I have different ancestors. Like I even have relatives. I even have relatives that are Mexican. Like I have relatives that live in New Mexico. Like come on, like how do you think we all got here? We all got here through the mixing and breeding of different cultures. Like this is nothing new. So this is why I really don't have an issue with interracial relationships, because like everybody's free to date who they want to date and love who they want to love. And one thing that just really just gets underneath my skin is how people just want to immediately just try to like talk down to you because you're claiming other things. It's like, okay, nobody is trying to forget who they are. Like, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people of color, especially people that look just like me, knows that I'm black. I mean, look at this hair. Like, come on now. I know that these are African roots. I know that that is nothing new. But let's not act like we don't have a mixture of other things within us, because like I said, due to the slave trade, a lot of people, a lot of black people in America of African descent have a mixture of different things in them. But hey, Everyone is free to claim what they want to claim. If people just want to only claim themselves as black, then people are free to do that. If people want to claim themselves black and French or black and Puerto Rican or whatever the case is, they are free to do that. That is their entitled right. Like, people need to stop trying to go by all these societal norms and trying to, play this politically correct stuff, because at the end of the day, we are all a mixture of something. And like I said, I identify as a black man, but at the same time, I'm not going to forget the other ethnic regions that is in my DNA as well. Like, people need to just stop trying to tell people who they are when it's pretty obvious where we come from. And another thing that I also want to talk about really quick is the whole African American term. In my own opinion, I just feel that there should just be another term for that. Yes, Africans came here, worked in the sharecropping fields and pretty much paved the way for us, the upcoming generations, to walk on. But I just personally am not really a huge fan of that, because in a way, by them calling us African Americans, it's almost as if they're trying to say, well, even though you're an American, you're still African. You still come from Africa, okay? In your point, like, no. Like, if white people can claim Caucasian and can claim, European and all this other stuff, or whatever the case is, if they can claim Caucasian, then why can't black people just claim black? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. I understand that things are broken up into different, like, nationality, ethnicity, race. I understand all that, but there should be like a different word for our ethnicity. Like, I mean, we don't see white people claiming European American. They just claim Caucasian. So what is that saying? Like, no. And the last time I checked, this country didn't belong to neither the Africans or the Europeans, but the Europeans got here first. They ended up building a brand for themselves, by doing whatever they did, and of course, us, the minorities, like, we were the last to get here, because first of all, we were brought here the wrong way to begin with, and so much was stolen from us. So we're still to this day having to build from the ground up. So that's just something that I just wanted to share. And if you guys want to comment and let me know your opinions on that, please feel free and let me know. Like, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Let me know what you guys think.